We live in a time of easy access to information about one another. All you have to do these days is to get on your favorite social media app and you can find out what your friend ate today, or somebody that you haven't seen in 20 years ate today, where they went for vacation, and a new hobby or activity that they tried. It's all at our fingertips, and it can be overwhelming, powerful, exhilarating, all of the above, all at once, and more. So the idea of having a bit of mystery has also gained some steam, and I want to take a moment and unpack this concept of mystery in dating. So before I get into that, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Marissa Senya, and I am a freedom coach. I help women who are feeling trapped or stuck in unhealthy relationships by providing strategic guidance and resources so they gain the confidence, clarity, and support that they need to make a peaceful exit from relationship dynamics that no longer serve them, or dynamics that weren't working for them in the first place. So today I want to talk about this concept of mystery, especially in dating. You hear often, and I definitely hear it often from women that I've coached, or I've also experienced this myself, of feeling drawn to somebody who seems a bit mysterious. You don't gather information about them easily. Things seem a bit quiet and a bit more reserved when they are in public, but at the same time they can still be engaging with you, or in a crowd or in a group amongst their peers. You look at that type of person, you see, people seem to have access, but not really. There is there's an aura of mystery around this person because you don't know all the facts, and it's by design. They don't want you to know about what they're up to. They don't want you to know what they do outside of work, or what exactly is going on even at work. Or if you are at some evening activity, there's still something about information kind of being closed. And yet, that draws us in, apparently. The research shows that even with dating, that, men, women, beings that appear to be more mysterious tend to be more attractive. And so there are obviously benefits to being mysterious, and I don't want to minimize any of those benefits. I think they're real and they're genuine, and which is why you're seeing this allure be so attractive these days, when everything is kind of at your fingertips, where you're seeing that, there are people out there that can still have some level of privacy, and it's still going to be a process to get to know them, and Google isn't going to tell me everything. So it's having a relationship with them where I can get to know them over time. And so, of course, that seems healthy, and that is attractive, because mysterious people tend to keep things simple and not complicated. They tend to value their alone time. They also tend to be very observant. So even though they're quiet, they're still watching, they're still taking in their environment, and they're still paying close attention. So they don't miss a beat. They want to remain aloof from you, and get to know them, so that maybe over time, that information that feels mysterious can be revealed little by little, and that draws you in. That definitely draws you into dating. And of course, with social media, they're also not the type to be on social media extensively sharing all the things about their lives. That's just not what the mysterious person does, even though you might find like a mock mystery movement on some trend going on where people pretend to be mysterious. That's not quite the same. That's not what we are referring to here. And so while, you can appreciate these aspects of a mysterious person in terms of somebody that, can keep things in confidence, they play by the rules, they're self-sufficient, their circle, they may be around a lot of people, but really have a smaller circle when you get to know them. One thing I would caution, though, is to make sure that if you are feeling yourself being drawn to the allure of someone's mystery, that you are still able to pierce through that and get to know the person. Because the thing about mysterious people sometimes is that they will get to know you, but not give you the information that you need to also assess and get to know them adequately or at the same time. So that's something I would definitely caution with dating, especially if you seem to be attracting a mysterious type, is to make sure that you are getting to know the person, that you are asking thoughtful questions and listen for the answer. If, no response is a response, right? So just because you didn't get an answer or you didn't get the answer that you wanted to a question about maybe their beliefs on commitment, their beliefs on family and what their core values are, just because you may not have been satisfied with an answer doesn't mean that you just kind of dismiss it aside. It's a response. And if they don't give you a response, if they say something like, well, I don't know, and they're like being broody and mysterious when it's time to engage and get to know you, that's also a response. So you want to pay attention to that engagement, because everything is about balance, right? You can't have too much of one thing and not enough of the other. And when it comes to getting to know somebody to see whether you're compatible and you can build, something healthy and loving, clarity about who they are, what their core values are, is an essential part of the process. There is no minimizing that. There is no dismissing that. It is part of the process. And in healthy relationship, it's that exchange, right, between the two people. It's that clarity, right? So somebody can be mysterious and that's fine. But if you are getting to know this person on a romantic level or even in friendship, you want to make sure that you are still walking away from those interactions with a better sense of the person than you did in the previous exchange. What you don't want to happen is that maybe, a couple months down the line, you still don't feel like you have a sense of who this person is. Because in a healthy relationship, it's a process, and it's good that you will get to know each other over time. And with a toxic relationship, over time, that's not, what you're getting to know is something that may not be healthy for you, and you might not address it, or you might not end it when you need to end it, and you might end up staying in something unhealthy much longer than you had hoped or would have liked. So yes, this whole concept of the mystery person, the mystery guy, the mystery woman, that seems to be a trend right now, and it's understandable. And like I said, there are positive aspects of somebody being a bit closed and not revealing all of their lives to, the highest bidder and whoever asks you. But at the same time, if you are finding yourself drawn to a person like this, make sure that you have clarity about who they are, where they stand on some core issues that are important to you, and what they value, to see if this attraction actually is something that equals alignment, because that's not always the case, and that's not necessarily the case. So while I wish you happy dating, make sure that you are listening and you are paying close attention to what is said and what is unsaid. All right, so I will end there. And if this content resonated with you, make sure that you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And I look forward to reading your comments and hearing some of your own insights on the ways that you have engaged with a mysterious person in your life, the benefits, and maybe, the cons of that. Please share with us. Until next time, keep well.